for your business, for all life's events. Key Video.
There's something cooking in the neighborhood. From where I stand, it's looking mighty good. You're gonna love it. Come dine with me. Come dine with me. Come dine with me.
Hello, everybody. This is Come Dine With Me, and I'm Ross Salvatore.
And I'm Jan Farrington. Now, living in Western New York certainly has its advantages, Russ. We have great sports, music, culture, and of course, the food.
But Jan, what I really think makes Buffalo, New York are the people that live in it. They are so warm, so congenial, and I mean, I've gone to different cities and you can't even get a direction from somebody there. It's Buffalo, Western New York, and we have probably some of the finest independent restaurants and the greatest chefs working in them.
We certainly do, Russ. And 4 individuals that help to make our show possible are our celebrity chefs. They are Marco Shortino from Marco's, Art Christy from Frontier Catering, Krista Van Wagner from Curly's, and Tucker Curtin from this dear Lake Effect Diner and Doug's Dive. And you know, Russ, these 4 really know how to cook.
Welcome, chefs.
Hello. Hello, Russ. Hi,
Jan. Today I'm looking forward to sharing with you my experience with Mark Marotto from Marotto's restaurant. He's doing Sole Menuire, and let me tell you, this is what the KISS theory is all about. Keep it simple, silly.
Today I'm going to prepare one of our favorite dishes, Pasta Fasioli, with my lovely daughter Gina. Something that's been in our family tradition for years and years, and I think you're going to enjoy watching us prepare, giving it our twist, our way on how we're going to do it.
And then we're going to head over to Buffalo Hotel Supply. We're going to take a look at their showroom that's open to the public every day. Anybody can go in there and you can actually see good, better, and best. Wonderful place. It's like Christmas coming into there.
That's a great place, Tucker. Today we're going to be heading over to the Latona residence where she has a custom-made baker's shelf. I'm bringing the dough. I'm bringing the ravioli cutter. We're making stuffed meatballs. Art's going to be doing this appetizer table. It's going to knock your socks off. Stay tuned. You're going to love this.
Sounds like a great lineup tonight, Jan. Did you know Pasta Fasioli means macaroni and beans? My dad used to make that years ago. It was considered peasant food. They made it for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturdays. Well, along with pizza, that's all we got to eat because Italian families were not wealthy families when they came into this country.
I didn't know that, Russ. But what I do know is that when Art Christy prepares Pasta Fasioli, it is out of this world. And he's got a little help in the kitchen today.
Today I'm going to be doing a twist on a classic Italian favorite, Pasta Fasioli, which translated means beans and pasta. There's probably hundreds of variations on it. I'm going to prepare for you today along with my lovely assistant, which happens to also be my daughter, Gina. So first of all, we're going to start off with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. I like to use a big pot, and the reason I like to use a bigger pot is because as you'll see as I'm adding the ingredients, there's a lot to it. So we're going to coat our pan with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, and then we're going to saute our onions, and we're going to saute them to what they call sweat, which is just prior to being actually finally cooked. Okay. And what this is going to do is it's going to allow the natural sugars of the vegetables that we're preparing to come to the top to help extract the most flavors out of this dish. Gina, why don't you give me a hand here? Why don't you take these and you can stir it up, okay? Go right ahead. Next, I took some finely chopped celery, about 6 to 8 stalks, and that equals to about somewhere around 2 cups finished product for this particular recipe. We're going to add some fresh chopped garlic. We never like to use any dehydrated vegetables at all. Gina, we're going to put that in there. You love the smell of garlic. Remember when you were a little girl, you used to help me make this stuff? Mm-hmm. Wasn't that good?
Yeah.
Didn't you have fun?
So much fun.
Yeah, it was a blast, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to add a little bit of our chicken stock. And we're going to add 3 quarts for this particular recipe. 3 quarts of the chicken stock. I'll try not to splash you. And at that particular point, I'm going to add a little fresh cracked black pepper. Now to this, we're going to add about 12 ounces of tomato paste. And what the tomato paste is going to do is it's going to give it a little bit of color. It's also going to add a little bit of body to it and make it a little bit thicker as we go along. To our stock and our vegetables that are all nice and happy together, we're going to add some fresh chopped Italian parsley. You can use regular parsley if you wish, and that's about a handful of fresh parsley, by the way. We're going to add about a tablespoon or so of some fresh basil. And you can get this in your garden if you happen to grow it, which most folks do in the old neighborhoods that I come from. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add our beans, which is the other half of the Pasta Fasioli. And what we have over here is we have a Great Northern bean, same type of bean that you would use for baked beans. We got 6 16-ounce cans that I put in here, and we kept the brine in there. It's going to give you a little bit of thickness and a little bit of body to the soup. So we're just going to pour that in there, Gina. How's that look? That look nice?
Good,
yeah, that looks great. To the other beans that are in there happy, we got to have a teammate. We got to have a roommate here. And these are going to be our cannellini beans. And the cannellini beans, we're going to use 2 60-ounce cans of them, again, using the brine. And now, something that's very, very traditional in the Italian household, we have the chichi beans and we have the fava beans. Chichi fava. Anybody that's Italian understands what I mean by that. So now we're going to take our chichi beans, again, using the brine, and added to that, we're going to take our fava beans. And now we're going to stir that up, Gina, real nice. One of the nice things about Italian cooking is that there really is no right or no wrong way. The way you make it is the right way. Ask anybody in my family. They make the best of whatever it is, and I'm sure your family does as well. So we're going to let this cook for about an hour, hour and a half. It's going to reduce down. It's also going to permeate, again, the flavors, and it's going to give a little bit of thickness to it with the tomato paste and the brine from the beans. I've had some pasta cooking on the stove. I like to use ditalini, which again translated means little toes. We're just going to add that to our soup. Gina, how about a little bit of pepper on that to finish that a little bit?
Sure, just a little.
Just a little bit?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, you know me. I don't do nothing little bit.
That's true.
That's how we're going to do this, with our fresh ground black pepper. Doesn't get better than that, folks. There it is. So put down your iPods, cook together as a family. You'll be glad you did. Fresh, easy, inexpensive, healthy, and a great way to bring the families together. Please, come dine with me.
Thanks, Art and Gina. A great way to bring families together. Well, coming up a bit later in the program is another home invasion. But first, we're going to learn some basics that will help you be a better chef in your own kitchen. Sautéing and deglazing after this.
Hungry for something better than the usual chain restaurants? Look no further than the Grapevine, where you'll get better service, better food, and a better experience. From New York strip steak and chicken parmesan to our barbecue blue cheeseburger and buffalo chicken wrap. It's new American casual at good old-fashioned prices. And with our breathtaking saltwater aquariums, our atmosphere is better too. So grab your favorite people and get to the Grapevine, where better is what we do best.
Chances are, that delicious cup of coffee served at your favorite restaurant originated right here at Premium Coffee Roasters. Now you can enjoy that same coffee flavor or choose any custom blend for that perfect cup at home. While at our store, browse through our custom gift baskets, specialty coffees, teas, mouth-watering chocolates, and so much more. Premium Coffee Roasters, 2510 Route 5, just south of the city. We put the yum in premium.
It's your day, your way at Benchetti by Rizzo's. We can customize any event, from a casual cocktail party for 30 to a black tie wedding for 300, with 5 elegant banquet rooms and an open-air grove that will take your breath away. Whether it's handmade pastas, fresh meat and seafood, or homemade desserts and dressings, we make it just the way you like it. To create the event of your dreams, contact Michael Rizzo today, or join us anytime at the entire family of Rizzo's restaurants.
Every good cook, whether home cook or professional chef, understands the culinary foundation of sautéing and deglazing. I'm here at the Russell J. Salvatore School of Hospitality today with Ryan Squared. I've got Ryan on this side and Ryan on this side. And we're going to demonstrate the idea of sautéing and deglazing while we make the classic dish of chicken marsala. When we talk about sauté, we want to keep a few basic principles in mind. We want to make sure that we start out with a really hot pan, and Ryan's going to add a little oil to that pan. Now what Ryan's gonna do is he's gonna flour some chicken breast, dredge the chicken through the flour, then he's gonna add that chicken breast to the pan. Once the chicken's in the pan, we're just gonna let it cook for a couple of seconds, and then Ryan's gonna start to add in some mushrooms on this side. Again, we're making chicken marsala. The flour will help the chicken stick to the pan, and we're looking what's called the fond, the foundation of the dish. Those little bits that stick to the bottom of the pan, we're gonna eventually add some wine and deglaze that. We'll add some marsala wine for the glazing. And we're actually gonna add a little bit of butter to help the pan sauce become rich. We're gonna have to let the chicken continue to cook. We're gonna add a little bit of parsley, and we're gonna serve this chicken over some pasta. Let's recap our saute and deglaze lesson so you can put this to work at home. We started with a very hot pan, a small amount of oil. We added our chicken, we added our mushrooms, we deglazed with our marsala wine. We wound up with this beautiful result here. And if you follow those steps, that's just another skill that you can take to the table.
Thanks, Jim. Trocaire College and the Russell J. Salvatore School of Hospitality really helps to develop the skills needed if you want to succeed in the field of hospitality. And we want to thank Trocaire for supporting our show.
And we also want to thank our other sponsors, Premium Coffee Roasters, Buffalo Hotel Supply, Key Video, and of course, Artisan Kitchen and Baths, which supplies our studio kitchen where Krista is with Mark Marotto from Marotto's Restaurant.
You rock.
Thank
play
you.
Harmonica chef, the harmonica chef.
Thank you very much.
I'm
It's
so
been my hook for a long time.
proud to be here with you today.
Thank you.
Tell me a little about sole, one of the specialties at your restaurant.
I brought the
Marotto's.
sole because it's so easy to make, especially for folks at home.
I agree. The simplicity
Okay,
of this
the
dish.
sole menuire. I decided to bring this just because it's so simple. And people at home can have all their vegetables and potatoes ready. Their appetizers are already eaten.
As
and
we
the,
do.
And the entree is the last, okay? So dredge this in flour and dust it off.
And
it off
you're not
thoroughly.
making fried chicken, so don't overdo it. I want it nice and light, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And
You're using butter? I love you.
Well, butter?
It's better with butter, I'm telling you.
All right, now that should be an ample amount of butter.
Perfect.
And you want to throw this in here, presentation side down, which means that the side that you're presenting to your guests is upwards.
Okay.
So get the butter melted.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh.
And
I
just,
smell the
just
nuttiness.
lay it right in there.
Beautiful.
These pans are amazing, by the way.
I know. Buffalo Hotel is one of our proud sponsors.
Humbling.
And I like this pan because it's heavy and it holds the heat. And you can still hear, after you place the fish in it, you can still hear what's happening.
Absolutely. Now I'm going to crank the heat up a little bit, get some color on the
Okay,
presentation
okay.
side.
Okay.
If you can just identify the skin side, that's the side you want down.
Okay.
Seasoned on one side only. That way we don't over season, especially the fish. We get plenty of color. Now
Okay,
the
I
butter
see
helps
it.
do that. And I think we're ready to flip this over.
Okay.
Seasoned on one side only.
Okay, there we
Now,
go.
this piece of fish didn't cooperate too much.
Oh, that's okay.
But we're
Don't you worry
okay.
about
We're
it.
okay. We can
It's
do. We
together.
can make it. Now, as I said, it's a firm, thin fish. It cooks in 2 minutes. So we're almost there. We're almost there. I'm just going to make sure that the heat shoots through it. And if you put it on the dish and the heat is still shooting through it, it can be slightly underdone. It continues cooking right on the serving dish.
Can I tell you what I love about sole?
Tell me.
It's sweet.
It's very sweet.
It's not heavy. It's good for the family.
Give them the healthiest fish sticks they'll ever eat.
Make them homemade.
With a little cocktail sauce.
But this is the fish to introduce the family to.
It's very
Don't you
mild,
think?
very mild flavor, yeah.
What about maybe tilapia or something?
Well, that's really firm too, easy to cook at home.
Okay, good.
No
I was
doubt
just wondering
about
if I
it.
could use that. Could I do chicken menuire?
Absolutely,
wanted
you
to?
got to just pound it thin.
Okay,
If you're gonna pound it thin, put it through, in between some cellophane at home, so that your mallet doesn't stick to the. Now we do need a little bit more butter, just because we want to fry the parsley. The parsley is very important to fry. It gives it a very special flavor. All right, and you want to hear the sizzle.
Okay. That's these
All right,
great
voila.
beans.
That's fried parsley. Now, juice of half a lemon, and reduce that lemon juice. Reduce it as it goes in there, so you get a really nice lemon butter sauce. and it's an amalgamation. You just drizzle the lemon butter from stem to stern.
Thank you so much. This is wonderful. The sole is sweet and nutty, and I know why people come to your restaurant.
Thank you very much.
All the best. Thank you so much for
Bon
being here today.
appetito.
Tonight's program is sponsored in part by Russell's Steaks, Chops, and More. Be my guest. Let us do the rest.
And by Key Video Productions. Key Video, creating the image your business deserves.
You know you need a professional video for your company or website, but you're wondering, where do I begin? Well, check out Key Video, Buffalo's premier television, DVD, and web video production house. We work with big businesses and other companies that think big. Corporate image, sales, training, you name it. Scripting, shooting, editing. We call it concept to completion, and we're ready to go to work for you, for your business, for all life's events. Call Key Video at 884-5391. That's 884-5391.
The romance of Tuscany, the flavor of DiPaolo's. Everything you love about Ilio's, the food, the friendship, the family, in a newly designed, elegant setting inspired by the DiPaolo Tuscan heritage. For a simple dinner out or the affair of a lifetime, find Tuscany in your own backyard. Ilio DiPaolo's restaurant, banquets, and ringside lounge in Blaisdell, minutes from the stadium, miles from the ordinary.
Chances are that delicious cup of coffee served at your favorite restaurant originated right here at Premium Coffee Roasters. Now you can enjoy that same coffee flavor or choose any custom blend for that perfect cup at home. While at our store, browse through our custom gift baskets, specialty coffees, teas, mouth-watering chocolates, and so much more. Premium Coffee Roasters, 2510 Route 5, just south of the city. We put the yum in premium.
Since 1931, the Old Orchard Inn has been a favorite for those desiring fine dining in a relaxed and charming ambiance. The inn is also a memorable setting for banquets and other special occasions. Garden weddings by the gazebo offer a scenic alternative that your guests will appreciate. A selection of comfortable rooms assure privacy for parties and family get-togethers. To learn more about our banquet options or for lunch and dinner reservations, call us today at 652-4664.
Welcome back to Come Dine With Me, Western New York. Remember, if you want to learn more about the restaurants you see on our program,
Or you saw one of our chefs prepare a special dish that you'd like to make on your own, you can find the recipes on our Facebook page. Why not become a fan today?
coming up after this, get ready for our home invasion. But first, let's take a close look at Buffalo Hotel Supply. Buffalo Hotel Supply and I go back many, many years. You don't only have to be a restaurant owner, but they do a cash and carry. If you need any equipment for your house or anything at all, they are the finest people to do business with.
Buffalo Hotel Supply is the professional's first choice for food service equipment and supplies in New York State and beyond. Family owned since 1938, we've earned our reputation for excellence, offering competitive prices, expert knowledge, and an incredible inventory that's literally at your fingertips. Of course, Buffalo Hotel Supply sells to some of the finest hotels in the Northeast, but they are only about 10% of the clients we serve. In fact, Buffalo Hotel Supply caters to all food service operations, such as restaurants, country clubs, healthcare facilities, schools, and more. We offer all of our clients a complete array of products from food service equipment and furniture to kitchen tools and linens, featuring the quality manufacturers you trust. We even offer commercial kitchen and interior design services, including custom metal and millwork fabrication. Our experienced team members will work with you to source or create the right equipment and deliver your final vision on time and within budget. Buffalo Hotel Supply goes beyond just having it all. We aim to understand it all, too. We pride ourselves on the knowledge and experience of our staff. We take the time to understand your needs and find solutions that will work for you. And we do it all with the level of customer service and integrity you won't find anywhere else. For your convenience, Buffalo Hotel Supply offers 3 attractive showrooms across New York State. each with an extensive cash and carry inventory that's open to the general public, so you can find the items you need and take them with you the same day. See what it's like to have your equipment and supply partner truly working for you. Stop by or call any Buffalo Hotel Supply location today, or visit us online at buffalohotelsupply.com.
Become a Facebook fan today and be eligible to win a gift certificate courtesy of our fine restaurant sponsors. Congratulations to these fans of Come Dine With Me.
Our house was built in 1986 and the kitchen was just pretty dated. We just decided to get the kitchen redone, just really do it up well. I looked at a few different kitchen places, settled on Artisan, and just had fun developing the whole thing. My good friend Linda Frank is going to be helping me with the chefs. Hopefully I'll get her to don an apron. And then I've got a few other girlfriends. My daughter Katie's going to be here. So I can't wait to have my friends over, have them interact with the chefs, and have some great food.
Hey guys.
Hi!
How are you?
Hi!
How you doing?
Glad you're here. Welcome to our kitchen.
So when we met with Lisa at first, she wanted to use her new baking table and she got a pasta making machine that she didn't know how to use.
I'm a pharmacist for CVS, and I think I gravitated towards baking because I heard that cooking's an art, but baking's a science.
So they called me and they said, hey, who better than to teach her how to make ravioli? So with Lisa, I made some ravioli from scratch. We made the pasta from scratch. We mixed the cheese. She was thrilled to use her new pasta machine.
Marco also suggested doing a meatball, and Marco gave me a great recipe, got me started, incorporated the peas and the cheese into it, and then I gave it my own little twist by baking them up in the muffin pans and then presenting them a little bit different.
Today I had the opportunity to prepare Frontier Catering's specialty antipasta display. And what this is a melange of vegetables, fruits, Italian specialties, and cheeses and artisan breads throughout the entire world.
If there's anybody to make an antipasta platter, it's my man Art.
So Lisa's a baker by hobby trade, so she was a natural for this dish. Here, we're gonna make some scratch ravioli dough. Take 2 cups of flour and 2 eggs. I'm gonna break it right in the middle. 1/4 cup of olive oil. She had the mixing down pat. She had the kneading of the dough down pat. She had the rolling pin down pat. She was a pro from the start. We're gonna make a portobello and sage butter. It's gonna go over the cheese ravioli. Your guests are gonna flip. The trick is getting your pan nice and hot. We use portobellos today, but you can use cremini, you can use regular mushrooms. There's no rules to it.
Much different than baking. Baking, you gotta measure everything pretty precisely.
When we cooked it, we boiled it off. We finished it with a little grated Romano cheese, which is the cream. You know, the premium cheese that you can put on top of pasta, but they loved it.
And I learned a lot about the art of cooking from Marco because he's such an artist when he does his work.
I really enjoyed working with Linda today.
We made the meatballs together. It was truly an experience.
3 eggs. We got about a cup of breadcrumbs here. How about some Parmesan over there? Marco was nice enough to roast off some garlic and onions for us. Dump that in. All right, now I get to get my hands dirty.
I never made meatballs in a muffin pan. I thought that was a great idea.
You want to make them a little bit bigger because they're going to shrink down. But that way,
No, I think mine are better.
Do you like yours better? Well,
Yeah, because I think that...
yeah, these might be a little bit too big, you're right. So it was fun to kind of work through the meatballs. I didn't have a lot of experience working with that product. She was definitely there to help me out and get me through my rough patches.
I had a blast. He is so much fun.
Beautiful, just like The Price is Right.
That's right.
All right, 20 minutes later, and we should be good to go.
Excellent.
Today was so much fun. I took a half day off of work, didn't really know what to expect. Got to get together with my mom and her group of friends.
And this is typically what we do at one of our events at Frontier Catering. Cheese from Holland, cheese from Italy, cheese from Greece, some American products. We have products from South America. And we kind of meld this together and blend in the flavor profiles. But we have a contrast there. We have salty foods, we have sweet foods, we have spicy foods, we have fruits, things that just kind of keep balancing each other. Really, really something's very, very popular. But it really creates a conversation with all of your guests that come in there, a place that people want to congregate and talk about and experience new things that maybe if they went to a restaurant or they went on their own, that they wouldn't have the opportunity to or wouldn't think about trying.
Oh my God, Art is fun, I'm telling you. He's the life of the party. He's telling us jokes all afternoon, keeping us going.
Art, you're so funny.
Where's Art? Hanging out with all the ladies. Thinks he's such a ladies' man, he kills me.
The meal was delightful. It was great. We had the meatballs were delicious. The ravioli was just melted in your mouth, and everything they whipped up today was unbelievable.
I love the meal. It was absolutely delicious.
Everything I had was better than my expectation. It was awesome.
It was a fun day, and I hope we can do it again.
Come dine with me.
What a gorgeous new kitchen! Thanks. Artisan Kitchens and Baths designed and installed the whole thing. You can afford Artisan? Absolutely. So can you. Artisan is competitive with other kitchen design firms, but Artisan is all about getting you the best value possible. Their designers asked my budget, stayed within it, and the kitchen speaks for itself. Quality products, unparalleled designs, and my neighbors are jealous, aren't you? Yes!
Artisan Kitchens and Baths at Appliance Associates, 200 Amherst Street in Buffalo.
Russell's Steaks, Chops, and More gives new meaning to fine dining in Western New York.
Hello, I'm Russ Salvatore. Our prime steaks and our fresh seafood has helped to make us one of Western New York's finest restaurants.
With attention to the smallest detail and his guest enjoyment utmost on his mind, Russ Salvatore invites you to experience Russell's Steaks, Chops, and More. Open every evening at 5. Call 636-4900 for reservations.
Be my guest, let us do the rest. Welcome back to Come Dine With Me, Western New York. We are out of time, Jan, but before we go, I want to encourage you to support our local restaurants when you eat out this week.
Well, that won't be hard for me, Russ. I already have my reservations. And we'll be back here on CW23 next week at this same time, and we hope you'll join us then. For everybody here at Come Dine With Me, Western New York, I'm Jan Farrington.
And I'm Russ Salvatore. Good night, everybody. Good night, Jan.
Russell's Steaks, Chops, and More gives new meaning to fine dining in Western New York.
A great meal starts with a great cut of beef. At Russell's Steaks, Chops, and More, we serve nothing but the finest. Please come and join me.
With attention to the smallest detail and his guest enjoyment utmost on his mind, Russ Salvatore invites you to experience Russell's Steaks, Chops, and More. Open every evening at 5. Call 636-4900 for reservations.
Be my guest, let us do the rest.
You know you need a professional video for your company or website, but you're wondering, where do I begin? Well, check out Key Video, Buffalo's premier television, DVD, and web video production house. We work with big businesses and other companies that think big. Corporate image, sales, training, you name it. Scripting, shooting, editing. We call it concept to completion, and we're ready to go to work for you, for your business, for all life's events. Call Key Video at 884-5391. That's 884-5391.
What a gorgeous new kitchen! Thanks. Artisan Kitchens and Baths designed and installed the whole thing. You can afford Artisan? Absolutely. So can you.
Artisan Kitchens and Baths at Appliance Associates, 200 Amherst Street in Buffalo.